Hi guys, so today I want to review the TriBlend by Spectrum Noir. They just came out with these. Well, the point of it is instead of you choosing a light, medium, and dark shade of your Spectrum Noirs to shade your images or your coloring, you can just use this 110, whichever color you choose, and it has all three shades in it. So let's try these out. So there are 24 pens in here, but like I said, there's 3 colors in each, so you have 76 colors. It had come with a finesse alcohol-proof die pad and then the Spectrum Noir paper, but I have a piece of Nina here ready to go. So Nina's a nice paper to use for alcohol ink markers. I just get it at Walmart, and super inexpensive now. It used to be pretty expensive, but they do have thicker paper. So like this is Nina's paper, but it could have to be a little bit thicker. They do have some that's more of a higher quality. So I did this the other day, and as you can see, I did not choose the correct colors to blend here. That middle color is not even like the pink purple the way it should be. So let's open this up, and I'm not sure. Let me grab a Spectrum Noir pen or a marker. They are bigger. They're like just a little bit bigger. Hopefully you can kind of see that. And she said she was going to be selling refills. Sarah Davies, they're going to create refills for them so you can refill them, obviously. So I think today what I want to do is use some green. I'll just pick this one. This is light green blend. That's what this one's called. There's citrus green blend, there's dull green blend, citrus blend. There's all sorts. I'm not going to go through every single color. And then underneath that you have another layer. These are purples and blues, and I'm looking for a pink, of course, because I like pink. And I'm going to stamp some flowers. Bright pink blend. Let's go with that. There's pale pink, there's oranges, there's neutral colors, there's brown gray blend, and things like that. They did have a auto delivery on HSN for every 3 months. I think they'll send you 6 pens, and every one of those has like a gray and a brown, even though they're like fashion colors too. So it's kind of interesting. But that's the thing, those are the colors you really don't buy, but you end up needing quite a bit. So I have these two. I'll open them up in just a second. I have this stamp set from their subscription box number 2, I believe, is a sparkle pen kit, which I never used, and the sparkle pens are still intact and everything, but I'm going to go ahead and take this one. It's a small image. I don't think these are going to work any different than their other pens, and we know that, you know, you have to work with them a little more than obviously Copic. Copic are like a dream, in my opinion, but they've been coming around, so they've been changing like their pen nibs, and that's why I like Copic. Obviously they have that good brush nib and the fine nib. But so let's put that on here. I put on this rocker block. I have this piece of Nina paper, and I already have one of their finesse pads open. The other day when I tried to use it, it did not stamp very well, so like it didn't ink up very well. So let's see what happens today. This is a finer stamp, so maybe it will stick to it a little better. I'm going to go ahead and stamp this off just to make sure it's okay. Okay, I'm going to try to take that dispersion layer off. Their stamps are acrylic, so they kind of want to repel sometimes the ink, instead of like a photopolymer where it would just take it right in. Okay, and the star block, you have to rock it. I did it kind of odd because I'm showing it to you guys. If I had it in front of me, I'd do it this way. But, alright, so that works. And alcohol proof, you know, ink obviously is what you want to use. So let's get these guys open. Oh, I love when you have to go around and pick it off. Ugh. Okay, it starts at the top, sorry. And I'll do the same obviously for the green one here. And this is the light green blend, and it looked darker to me than the other one, so it's kind of interesting. Like this end one is called light green, and this is dull green, so I guess it is dull, but this one to me it seems darker. There's a citrus blend that's kind of like a greenish yellow. But obviously you can check these out on their site. I'm not going to go through each and every single pen. I just wanted to try them out for you guys so you can see about them, because a lot of people didn't know about them, and I didn't know either. So, oh my gosh, this one was not as easy to open. Okay, we'll get to that. Actually, okay, so the pen itself is not heavy, it's just longer. It says TriBlend, so it tells you here you have your light, your mid, and your dark, and the nib is only one type of nib. Obviously, they can't squeeze in two, so it's your pen nib. I guess if you use it on the side, you can get a little more action there. It's not a fine nib, it's just what it is on this side. And they said that they get 2 mLs, I want to say 2, but I think maybe 10 milliliters supposedly of ink in each nib section. So like this one, obviously the section's right behind it. This one, it's going to be sharing this area with the dark and the mid. So I don't know, but okay. So when you go to color, you start with your light. So let's just focus on like this guy. And basically you can color in the whole image with your light, but I'm just going to do the tips because then we go in and to the dark areas do our the other day I kept coloring outside the lines and I apologize for that, so I'll try to be a little more careful today. And you do want to lay down so much color that the color goes through to the back. So it's probably not going to happen right now. Well, it is happening a little bit. But once you're done with this whole thing, as much color that you've laid down. And I learned that when I was taking Copic classes. Yes, I took a few classes, but that was like an expo, so it's only like a couple hours. I took a few of them. I went through the progression of like, okay, now we're going to do this. Now we're going to do skin colors. Now we're going to do hair colors, you know. So I went through them that way. But okay, so there's the light. And then you're going to go over to the dark, which is kind of nice because it's opposite, and then you're going to use the middle. So you go into the dark area and color in. You're not trying to blend this into the light yet, unless it touches already for some reason, but what you're doing is just going into the areas where you think there should be shadow. Hopefully I can get to an expo this year. I got an email about it. There's one in Pomona, which is only like an hour from here. And we'll see. Oh, I missed this little guy down here. Sometimes you'll see that you missed one. You can go back later. Okay, so the mid section. Now we're going to use the middle. And you're going to go into the dark area and kind of blend it out. So go ahead and get onto that dark area and actually kind of pull that color out with you. This one's very subtle, but this works really well. I mean, these colors obviously match perfectly or coordinate perfectly. So I'm just going into that dark and trying to blend it into the light. They're very squeaky, squeaky, squeaky. You can hear that. Hopefully I'm getting all the areas here. You don't have to go through the whole dark. You can just go like to the end part where it's trying to meet the pink, the light color. But okay, I think that's it. And then we're gonna go back to the light and just blend it all in. I'm basically going over the whole image at this point. Now what happens with the lighter colors, it bleaches color from the dark out. So some of these colors I know from past experience, you don't want to go over the dark again because it's better just kind of only focus on the light area and redo this, kind of blending the medium, because it adds like a weird kind of staining, like a bleaching, like a white effect. But with this one, it's doing a good job. I think it looks pretty. Oh, that sound is kind of driving me nuts. Okay. I noticed too when she was doing this on HSN that it was making a squeaky noise, so I don't know. That's pretty good. I did miss a little section here, which I think medium would do fine to darken that up. So that's pretty. This is a smaller stamp, so it's not like it has a ton of things to color in. And then with the green, same thing. With the green, I'll just color in the whole thing because it's a leaf. So I have light. So that's how a blender pen works. The blender pen is only the alcohol solution, basically. And so when you go outside the line, like this pink is kind of in the green there, I would have got the blender pen. Where's my blender? It's over there. It says eraser. And you would just push that pink away. Let me see if it works. So your blender pen, this is my Spectrum Noir blender. It does not have one in this kit. But what you do is you go outside and you push towards the color and it leaches the color away from your white paper and it kind of moves with you. So if you push it back into where it's supposed to go, is how you use a blender pen. You don't want to pull it out because then you're going to make like a mess. So hopefully you can see that. I pushed it towards where it should be and it works that way. So I don't know if you can see I'm trying to get rid of that. Oop. Oh, come on, focus. That pink and green right there. So I'm pushing it towards the pink. They work pretty well. They're not going to work like, you know, to 100% erase it, but it does clean it up. Okay, so this is the light green. Then you go into your dark. So you just want some dark green here and here. And then we'll go into the mid green. And then go back to the light. And mix it. Yes. Oh, wait, oh, darn it. I used the dark one. Sorry. It says light right here because it's light green and I saw light and I went that way. It's this one. I was like, this is too dark. Oh well. Again, if I wanted to clean that up with my blender pen, I could, but I'm just going to try to... This does reactivate the ink again, like I'm saying, so I'm pushing that dark color back towards the other thing, and since I messed it up, I'm going to have to add more dark over here to get some variation there. Okay, so there they are. Yes, it coordinates. It looks gorgeous. It's beautiful, and you do not have to think about it. That's the best part, because that's one thing, like I said, with Copic, like it's so fun, and they have so many colors, and like the skin colors, you're like, you have to use this and this and this, and then you go online, and people suggest like what colors you choose for hair, and the brown or blacks or what color, you know. So it's this is really nice that you can just choose it if you like the color, you know, that you're going to be doing here. Go for it. It's there. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll finish this up. I'll have some pictures for you, and I will see you at the next one. Bye now.